Come, Lady Milford, this is no place for a child. Take my niece to her bed. She's asleep already.
I cannot, Your Grace. The King wishes Lady Elizabeth to be the first to pay homage to the newborn prince.
If it is a prince.
Hush, Sir Thomas, I beg you.
Make way. Well, I'm not sure. The doctors look worried.
Just let her live until the child is born. We must have a living child.
My lord, pity the poor Queen. But 18 months ago she was a bride.
And the day before she took her blushing vows, this girl's mother lost her head on Tower Green. These are dangerous times, Lady Milford. Let's not be sentimental.
Is there still no change?
No change, sire. I consent again for word.
No. When the child is born, they will not keep it a secret from me. They wait to give the world the news. But what news?
The news of the birth of a fine prince. I'm sure of it.
Oh, you're not sure of it. You wish it. And God bless you for that. But you're not sure of it. No more am I. Yes. Go to the Queen's rooms. See what you can learn. My poor Jane.
Are you there? Mistress Canty? Nan?
Oh, is that you, Father? Come quick, Mother's took bad.
Come here.
Oh, it's good of you to come, Father.
How long have you been like this?
I'll be all right, Father. Don't you worry about me. We'll see to this business. Nan and I. We will truly.
Well, where's your husband? Where's John Canty?
In the alehouse.
The alehouse?
The old red lion, Father.
I'll fetch him at once.
Nay, don't do that, I beg you. He says these are women's matters and women must deal with them.
Well, then, is there someone else who can come? Tell me, I will willingly run for them.
God bless you for your kindness, but there's no one. We must manage as best we can. Manage we will. You be off on your way and don't you fret about us.
I'll not fret, Mother Canty, but I'll not go either. Now, Nan, if that's the way of it, there's a lot to be done. We must get some water on to boil, you and I, and we'll need some rags, and a ball of twine and a knife.
Look at the Duke of Norfolk's face.
He's concerned for the Queen.
He's concerned to think we might be uncles to a future king. He'd rather it was his sister lying there.
You are wrong, Lord Hertford. You do not know the Duke's heart.
I know he is my rival and my enemy.
A boy! A living, healthy boy!
Thank God.
But what of our sister? What of Jane? I pray you, how is the Queen?
Your Majesty!
What the?
It is a prince, sire. A strong boy. England has a Prince of Wales.
England has the Prince of Wales. And the Queen? How often have I said that I would give my brightest jewel for a healthy son? Now God has taken me at my word.
does it signify?
Canon. The Queen is delivered of her child.
The Lord watch over her.
And over you, Mother Canty. You've done as much work as Her Majesty this night.
Well, for her sake, and for England too, I pray she has a healthy boy to comfort her.
As you have.
He is healthy, isn't he?
As fine a lad as could be wished. What will you call him? John for his father? Shall he be young Jack Canty?
No. I'll not name him John. I wonder if I might name him Thomas. After you, Father.
I should be delighted, if you're sure.
You have brought him safely into life. No father could have done more.
And most by choice would do a great deal less. Well, in my calling I never thought to share in the birth of a child. So, let him be called Thomas. I hope God spares me to watch over him as he grows.
Father, would you teach him if he lives?
I will, if you really wish it.
Give him knowledge, Father. Help him to be more than his worthless parents. And I'll bless you all my days.
I'll be his tutor. But I'll also teach him that his mother, far from worthless, is a rare woman whose love honours both her children.
Is the business done?
It is. You have a fine son, John Canty.
A fine son? A fine new mouth to feed? What's to eat, woman? Stir yourself.
Stay, Mother. You've earned your rest. Well, John Canty, it seems I will make your supper tonight.
You will not. I'll not be served by a whining priest.
By heaven, John Canty!
Go, Father, please. I'll manage here.
General.
The troops of the great General, Your Royal Highness.
Of the great General, Gnaeus Pompeius, and having espied them, sought refuge in the nearby hills, which had previously sheltered only, goats?
Sought refuge in the nearby mountains, which had previously sheltered only sheep.
Sheep.
Your Royal Highness, you've had a day to prepare this piece, but I find no evidence of it. One more mistake, and Master Humphrey must feel the rod.
'Tis Master Humphrey's problem.
Sir!
Once halted on the mountainside, the Emperor received the tidings with great joy, and led his people in giving thanks to the gods.
Well done, Tom. Your Latin is better than mine. You must find yourself a wiser tutor.
I could never find a kinder one. When the news reached...
Where did you pick up that trick? It always puzzles me.
What trick?
When you pull your hands up to your face.
You learned it as a baby. I could never make out how.
There are lots of things I can't make out, Mother.
Well, you married father, for one.
No cheek, thank you, Nan. Let's not undo the good work of the morning.
Run along for a moment, Tom. And you, Nan. I want a word with Father Thomas.
Why?
Never mind why. It won't be long.
Oh, well, Mother. Though you know you'll tell us everything later.
She's likely right. Sit down, Father.
How can I help?
It's John, Father. He's taken bad against Tom's book learning. He says he should be out begging, not sitting with his face in a page of Latin from morning to night. And he's come to hate the sound of Tom's voice. He says no one will give him alms if he talks like a gentleman.
And you? What do you make of Tom's studies?
I give thanks every waking minute, Father. My Tom, with his Latin and his grammar and his fine speech. But with John, to see Tom reading, Just to hear him talk seems to make him mad.
Then you've given me my answer. I must teach the boy out of his father's sight. We will walk, he and I. Take our lessons in the air. What's wrong with that? Just try to guard him, especially when John's drunk.
When he's awake, you mean?
Don't worry. All will be well.
You best go at once. John will be home soon. I'd not have him find you here.
The boy has a yearning to see Westminster Palace. Would you mind if I took him there?
I don't know. Tom's always hopping on about the young prince, and it drives John madder than anything. But yes, go. If it gives the lad pleasure.
Well, I can show him the bricks and mortar, for that's all a palace is, like any other man-made edifice. But I'm afraid I can't guarantee him an interview with His Highness. He may be busy with other matters.
The forces gathering up their strong shields made a mighty troop.
The forces gathering up their iron shields formed an impregnable square. Really, sir, your mind, I hope, is on other things, for if its full power is directed here, it bodes ill for England. Master Marlowe, I give your whipping boy the strokes which you have fully earned this morning, sir. I trust when you see his pain, you will repent your inattention.
Ow! Ow! Master Cairns! Cannot this wait? Neither the prince's sister nor his cousin care to witness the violence of your schoolroom.
I'm sorry if I've offended the lady's sensibilities.
What are you studying, my lord cousin? Tacitus, Lady Jane, and dull work I am making of it.
But once at ease with the ancients, my lord, you will find much profit in their wisdom. You must have more care of your Latin grammar.
Fie, brother! You must have more care of your whipping boy. Good Master Cairns, mercy, for pity's sake.
As my lady pleases.
It does please me, Master Cairns, and thank you. Here, Master Marlowe, take this for your suffering. Remember, brother, a prince ignores the pain of a subject at his peril. I'm sure there must be a Latin motto to that effect. Is it not so, brave Master Cairns?
There must be something hereabouts.
So are my lessons to be in the streets and fields from now on?
Only until your father sees the point of them.
That's it then. To him, books are nothing but excuses to shirk the hard work of begging.
Come now.
It's true. He hates my learning and my speech. He mocks me for reaching above my station.
Come, Tom, this is Tudor England, where a butcher's son may be chancellor if he had but the wit to do it.
Look out!
Oh, thank you. My darling, thank you.
God bless you. There, Mistress Huggins. No harm done. You see that, Tom? Life is frail. An ill-judged moment can snuff it out for child, beggar, or king. We must make the most of it while we can.
Have you ever seen the king?
Once, he was with his son. They rode together side by side to some great city ceremony.
And how did he look?
How should a king look? Magnificent, and wise, and terrible, I suppose.
And proud of the prince?
Oh, yes, proud of the boy. Anyone could see that. Proud as any father in the land.
You know the prince and I are twins. In age, if nothing else. I often wonder what his life must be. He does not have my troubles, that's for sure.
No, Tom, he does not have your troubles. But like every mortal being, he has troubles of his own.
His Majesty would see your Royal Highness.
I fear he is no better, sir. Perhaps you should go at once.
Of course. Where is His Majesty?
He sleeps.
I do not sleep. Who is it?
The Prince of Wales, sire.
Let him come nearer. Edward. My son.
How does your Majesty?
Oh, well enough, well enough. For a dying man.
Can I do anything to ease you?
Edward, soon you will be king.
Someday, maybe, but not soon.
Soon you will be king. And you have many gifts to help you in your task. But remember, the greatest gift in a ruler is to be a judge of men. Are you frightened? Tell me.
Yes. But it is my fate, and I must get used to it.
Oh. Open that casket. In it you will find the Great Seal of England. It is the symbol of our authority. Take it. Keep it with you. Study it. Come to me tomorrow. Bring the seal. And tell me your thoughts. Now I must receive your sister.
Uncle Harford, Uncle Seymour, Master Marlowe, sister, my lady.
You must be strong, madam.
The king's the rock on which I stand. Touch him and my whole existence trembles.
Come, madam. I know you. You have courage enough to deal with grief and change. See where your brother's uncles hover like vultures waiting for news. Show them you are your father's daughter.
You're right, Lady Milford. Thank you.
Lady Elizabeth, the king awaits you.
Must go soon. He cannot last the week.
We have to hurry the Duke of Norfolk's death. It's not enough to keep him in the Tower. He could challenge your claim to be regent, and he must not have the chance.
Brother, you need not fear. If he survives the king, a new death warrant will be the first act signed of our nephew's reign.
And if the prince objects?
He'll not object. He's a selfish child and takes the easiest course. He'd rather kill 1,000 dukes than face his uncle's anger.
Where's Tom?
Out.
Out? I can see he's out. Where is he out and who's he out with? God's blood, if he's out with that damn priest, you'll feel my hand. I said I'll have no more book learning, and I mean it. Who's he with? Is it the priest, is it?
They've gone for a walk, John. There's no harm in it.
No harm? I'll decide where there's harm, woman, not you. Where have they gone?
Leave her alone, you bully.
Mercy, John, please.
They've gone to Westminster Palace, if you must know. Why shouldn't they?
The palace? That's all it takes. This is the finish of it. Books, learning, priest and all.
Please!
How is he? Has he got long?
Lord Harford, calm yourself. Your nephew will be king when God wishes it, and not before.
Lord Harford is anxious for the king.
Anxious for his death, more like. Oh, my lady, when Harford is regent to the reigning king, heaven help all opposition.
Lord heaven preserve my brother.
Behold, the royal palace in all its finery.
Humphrey, take this to my apartments and never let it from your sight. I need to be alone with my thoughts.
Very good, my liege.
Is that the prince, sir? Is it truly?
Where? Keep back, keep back! Mind your manners, you young villain. Move it back, back, back! Now get off with you.
Sentry! How dare you use the boy like that?
He's just a dirty beggar, your highness.
Silence! Were he my father's meanest subject, he deserves better than he has received today. Open the gates and let him in.
But...
one more word and you'll be on your way to France.
Very good, your highness.
Bring him to me. Don't be frightened, boy. I am sorry for the treatment you have received. You look tired and hungry. Come along with me, and I will try to make amends.
They're as like as two peas in a pod.
Oh, very like. And do they share the same tailor, do you think?
This way. What room is this? It is my private presence chamber. It is very fine. Is it? Humphrey, send down to the kitchens for some food for my guest.
Very good, my liege. Shall I come back?
No. I shall entertain my visitor for a while, and then I'll read.
As you will, my liege.
Follow me. Everything is so beautiful. It is different from your home, I suppose. Different? I'll say it's different. You'll not find one thing in Offal Court fit to wipe your shoes on. Offal Court? Where I live, with my mother and my sister Nan.
I have no mother. I know. Your mother was Queen Jane, who died when you and I were born.
Are we born in the same year, then?
Same year? Same minute, more like.
We are twins, sir.
The Prince of Wales and young Tom Canty. In age, at least.
Nay, Tom. Clothes are no test of men. There is no virtue in silks or satins. They may be shed as easily as rags. Forgive me, sir, but it's always the rich who say that money matters little. To the poor it matters a good deal. What wouldn't I give to wear clothes like yours, and read your books, and live in this splendour? Is your life so wretched, then? Compared to yours it is. Do you have no fun at all? We swim in the river sometimes, and join in the apprentices' races.
And we always go to the fairs when they're in town.
And you do all that as you will?
You run and swim and walk among the crowds, with no guard or tutor to spoil things.
What would I give for a day of such a life?
Let's play at it. Let's change clothes.
Yours look clean, at least.
Come on. All right.
Sirrah, can we send to the prince's apartments for word of my young friend?
I'll send for you if you don't watch out.
Excuse me.
But I must not say it. You can say it, for it is true. We are mightily alike. What is it? I was thinking of what my mother would say if she could see me now. And Father Thomas. What's the matter? Father Thomas! I left him at the gates and said nothing when I came with you.
Never mind. Run down and fetch him now.
Nay, my lord. I cannot appear like this. The sentries would not obey me anyhow. Very well, then. I will go. He's a priest, you say? Father Thomas, is it? But, sir, you cannot go forth in mild tatters. Tom, you set too much store by the clothes a man wears. There is more to royalty than velvet and gold thread. What does it matter if I'm in rags or fine raiment?
I am still the Prince of Wales.
Sir, nothing. All is well. Now eat, drink, and I shall return with your companion. Open the gates!
Take that, you beggar spawn, for making trouble with His Highness.
I am the Prince of Wales! My person is sacred! You shall hang for this.
I salute your crazy highness. Go on, be off with it, you filthy scum, and don't show your face here again.
Come with me, you little brat. I said the priest trash would get you into trouble. From now on, you'll learn to beg your living and give thanks for it.
John.
Get out of it!
Who are you?
Who am I? What are you, crazed? I'm Tom Canty, your loving father. And you are coming home with me.